Hi, it's your favourite Yorkshire demo here. This is Suzanne from Hullahbaloo.com. Today's project is this one. It's a tall, slim bag with a birthday tag up on the top there with a ribbon closure. So this paper is from the current celebration brochure. You can earn it if you spend a minimum of £45. And it's the first item that's in the catalogue. So this is a designer series paper called Paper Blooms. Comes in 12 by 12. And the stamp set here is also one in the new catalogue. So this is in the mini catalogue and is called You Are Amazing. It's the first stamp set in the catalogue on page 7. So I'm going to show you how I made this, and then I'll show you how I put the label together. So I'm using a different pattern of paper today. I've gone for this one. You will need the full 12 by 12 sheet, and I'm going to grab my scoreboard. So there isn't a long and short side in this project, but you need to think about the direction of your paper and which way you would want the pattern to go. So if you've got directional paper, your long side, as I'm going to call it, will be the paper in its correct orientation. So on that side first, we're scoring at 1 3/4, 5 3/4, 7 1/2, and 11 1/2. Rotate it 90 degrees so that the bottom of your pattern is to the left. We'll score this at 1 3/4 and 10 1/4. Pop the scoreboard away. Okay, so we're now going to fold and burnish all of these lines, and don't burnish them too hard. It is only paper. Just a soft burnish, just to tell the paper who's boss. Like so. And I love the other side of this paper. I love that this particular paper stack has opposite sides that coordinate, and you'll see why I like that in a moment. So if you've got the paper in its correct orientation, which is that way for me, the bottom needs to be folded and burnished like normal. Putting it the correct way, but then the top you will pull back on itself like so. Then we'll fold and burnish that. So then we have that, and you've got the top like so. Does that make sense? As you can see here, I did the same, and we've got the different paper coming off the top. So that's what we'll do here. Before we do anything, we stick that down. So I've got, I'm going to use my normal seal, so a Stampin seal for this because it's paper. We're just going to run that along the top there, as close to the edge for the first one, and then I run a second piece further down, and then fold it over on itself and flatten it down. And then I use my bone folder here just to make sure that that crease is still good. And then I just quickly re-burnish those lines, because now it's 2 layers of paper. It does just need a little more persuasion. Like so. And then the last one. Okay, so now we've got some cutting. So with my 1/2 inch piece on the right hand side, we're going to cut up that first score line up to the first horizontal score line. The little rectangle that is in this bottom corner, we're going to take that away like so. That's gone. Then all we're going to do is, we've got 3 more score lines, we're going to cut up them to that first horizontal score line again, up to there. Like so. And then this one. And then each of those squares, I'm just going to take a little notch out of each one on each side, and that's just to make sure my bag closes properly. So little notch on each side, and there we go. Move those little cut off pieces out of our way, and this is what we are left with. So as I want my bag to stick well, I'm going to switch across to my Stampin' Seal Plus, and then down that 1/2 inch adhesive tab, we're going to run this. We then fold that over and bring this piece round. It should all perfectly line up for us, which it does. Beautiful. And then because that is the back, we can now fold in the sides and the back, and then the front piece here just needs some extra adhesive on it, just to make sure that closes well. And then I'm just going to line that up like so. And there we have it. There we have our bag. So where's my seam? My seam is there, so that's the front. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? So what I do here now to create the top is I just pinch in both sides, and then I push the top so that it meets each other on the opposite side like so, and then I press, and I press down a little bit, and then push in the sides so that we get a natural shape to the bag like so. And am I happy with that? Yeah, I'm happy with that. What we do here, once we've got that part together, is we need to punch our holes for the ribbon. Stampin' Up no longer have a hole punch, so this one I'm using is a retired one, so apologies in advance, but any hole punch will do this. Just holes for your ribbon. So you go in, and I'm going to go about halfway down on both sides. So that's one, and then on the other side, when I can feed it on, there we go, about the same. Eyeball that so it's the same, and then we'll do that again. Oh, might have too many layers this time. Let's see. We'll try one more time. There we go. Okay, so let's just double check the front. Yeah, the seam's there, so that's the front. So I've taken one of the colours here to match, and I've gone with, on this one I went with the navy ribbon and the navy ink, and I'm going to do the same again purely because navy features in there, and then if I make a load of these bags, they all still coordinate with one another. So I'm just going to pop this out of the way while we make the label. So for the label, we need a piece of Whisper White. This is 2 inches by 4. And then I have decorated mine using the You Are Amazing stamp set. So this is on page 7 of the mini catalogue. And I'm going to use the, which one am I? I'm using this Happy Birthday down here. And then I'm using these like dots and stars. So we'll get those mounted up. So if we, dots and stars and the Happy Birthday. So is that big enough for them? Yeah. So I've got an A block for the dots and the stars, and I've got a C block for the Happy Birthday. And then I've got Night of Navy ink. And I stamped the Happy Birthday first. So get that inked up, and then I'm just above halfway. We're going to pop this down like so, and then the stars I'm going to pop. So how I've done this is you've got 3 stars, and then there's like a larger dot in this corner. I've got the larger dot to the outside of the first one, and then I rotate it 90 degrees so the large star's at the bottom, and then above it I have got, I think I've put the larger star, the larger dot outwards, so it's on the right hand side of the card. And then rotate it one more time so that the bigger star's at the top. And there we are. Pop my ink away. And then with the hole punch, again, just in the centre, near the top will do. And then I flag-tailed this one. So I'm just going to halfway with my scissors, cut a straight line, like so. You see that there? And then from the bottom corner to the top of that, I'm going to cut again. And that takes a triangle out there. And then the same on the opposite side. And there we go, we've got a beautiful flag tail. Okay, so then matching night navy ribbon. This is from the annual catalogue. So it's from a set called Playing with Patterns. It's a combo pack. Navy comes with, I think it's Coastal Cabana sheer ribbon. They're both beautiful, and I've used lots of this navy. So I'm just feeding it through the front and back out again through the back. Might have been wiser for me to put a bit of a more of a point on this as I fed it through. So I'm going to feed that through there. In fact, I'll do that now. So put a better point on it. There we go. Feed that through the back. And if you get stuck, you can use a tool like the end of your scissors, the score tool. There we go. So we'll just trim that, pop them out of the way. And then what I do here is I quickly just knot them off, like so. Hold that in place. And then finish the knot. Of course, you'd put your goodies in before you put this label on, otherwise you're never going to get back in the bag. Pop that through there. Oops, I let go too soon of that bottom bit. There we go. And then while they're like that, I'm just going to cut them to the same length just to make this next part a bit easier. So then we grab those and we pop them through the hole on the label from the back. So again, I'm just going to use my scissors just to poke those through, and then we'll pull them down to the middle. And then I always tie my bows upside down because I find that's the way I get a good bow. So 2 ears, cross them over, through, and make sure my tails are in the right place. There we go. I've popped that there, you can see. So we're just going to quickly trim those ever so slightly because I actually like that long bow look on this. And there we are. Quick and easy, slim bags that you could fit anything in for any occasion. And you can earn the paper for free, which is even better. Ask me how you can earn the paper for free and I'll be happy to help you out. Pop a message here, over on my Facebook or Instagram, and you can find the links to all of those in the description bar below. Until next time, bye bye now.